You're welcome to grab everything and anything. So if you haven't got a bolster, you can use 2 big bed pillows, or you could use a few little pillows, blocks. You may even want a strap. You may want something to cover your eyes, an eye pillow or a scarf, and you may like a blanket to weight the body as well throughout the practice. So we have Yin Yoga and a Yoga Nidra today. So Yin Yoga, if you're unfamiliar, is we're staying in the poses for longer. So it's like 3 to 5 minutes for each pose, staying really nice and gentle. And the aim of the game, if you like, is to soften and to find stillness. So we just allow the body to naturally release with time, with gravity, and just let go of any tension, really. Just allow time to do the work. So we're not going 100% finding our edge. We're just coming back a little bit, about 70%. So we find a little bit of stretch, but then find your sweet spot where you can hold the pose for like 3 to 5 minutes, just as a reminder if you're unfamiliar with Yin. And then we have a Yoga Nidra meditation after. So again, a recap, Yoga Nidra is a guided meditation, and it goes quite deep. So you may even fall asleep, or you bounce between this sleep and wakefulness state. And traditionally they say that you should try to stay awake, but if you fall asleep, that's fine. That's what you need. So you'll still receive the benefits of the practice. So yeah, really super nice and chilled, nice and gentle. Make sure you stay warm. Your temperature, your body temperature may drop a little bit. And also it is getting a little chillier, so feel free to screen all the layers, all the socks, all the jumpers. Get really nice and cozy. So we're going to start laying in reclined butterfly pose, Baddha. So you can bring the soles of the feet together, and you may like to support the knees here. So if it's uncomfortable for you to release the knees down fully towards the mat, perhaps, then you can take some support, remembering we're going to be here for a little while. So some cushions or some blocks underneath the knees, perhaps. You may even choose to bring a blanket over you to find a little bit of weight to help you ground the body down. And just come to get nice and cozy. The feet can be close towards the sit bones or further away from the body. And the hands may like to rest on the body, maybe into the hips or onto the belly and the chest. Or if you prefer, you can bring the palms facing up towards the sky. And once you get completely settled, completely comfortable, finding that sweet spot, maybe you can even allow those eyes to close down. Finding any last wiggles, any adjustments, maybe some shakes of the head, release of the neck. It's taking a time to make sure you are completely comfortable. Just begin to tune into the breath. Allowing gravity and the weight of the legs to open the inner thighs. This pose activates the relaxation response in the body. So just allow the body to soften. As we take a moment to connect with our intention for the month, or the theme for the month of connecting to the change in seasons. Remembering that in Ayurveda, autumn is the season where Vata is prominent. Vata is the energy of cold, light, dry, fast moving and changeable. And this is what we experience in autumn. The winds pick up. The days and the nights become cooler. The leaves change color and drop from the trees. And there's a feeling in nature of change and of movement. It's not uncommon to feel restless at this time of year. And it's important to recognize it and take the steps to balance out these qualities by slowing down and grounding ourselves. And autumn is the perfect time to let go. Let go of that which no longer needs. And give yourself permission to nurture yourself and be kind to yourself. There are 3 principles of a Yin Yoga practice. Softness, where we allow the muscles to relax and find your appropriate edge. Stillness, once you have found your pose, you can become very still. There's only 2 exceptions. If you need to go deeper, or if you feel any pain that needs to come out. And steadiness, where we hold the pose passively for time. As we connect with this softness, this stillness, this steadiness, see if you can find these qualities in your breath. Observing the pauses, perhaps between the inhale and the exhale. Not straining or forcing, the effortless softness of the breath. The steadiness of the natural rhythm. And taking 3 more rounds of breath here. And you can keep the eyes closed here as we prepare to shift and adjust to come out of the pose. If you have any blankets on top of you, you can remove them to one side, and slowly and gently you can bring the hands to support the legs, and really slowly and softly start to use the hands to bring the legs together, and perhaps bring the knees to touch softly, gently, slowly. And I'm going to pause here, so maybe you walk the feet out as wide as the mat and just allow the knees to touch. And just notice the differences and any sensations in the body. Pause between the poses holds power, both physically and mentally. And from here, as we make the mindful transition to find our supported bridge pose. So if you need to find some pillows or a block here, you can slowly begin to find some movement in the body to take your support that you need. And allow the feet to walk hip width apart here as we prepare to lift into a soft bridge and find some support. So either we can take a block underneath the sacrum, or a pillow, or a few pillows if you want a little bit extra height here. And as a reminder, to allow the head to be soft and connected to the mat, so no pillows underneath the neck here. And we can work with the inhale, or Penny, you can work with your exhale. When you're ready, moving with the breath as you inhale, lifting those hips high and taking the support beneath the sacrum here. So not onto the lower back, just onto the top of the hips. And again, maybe that is a few cushions or a block. Just finding that sweet spot. And as you exhale, you can soften into your support here. And you may stay here, or option perhaps you can start to walk the feet away from the body and lengthen through the legs. If you have any back niggles, then keep a bend in the knees. Otherwise, you might like to play with extending the legs down today, or even maybe as you inhale, you can extend the arms all the way above the head. So yogi's choice, again, remembering to find that comfortable sweet spot. We're not aiming for 100% today, so just finding the variation that you need that serves your body, taking any adjustments before we prepare to settle back into stillness. Allow the awareness of the mind to stay connected with the breath. And feel the support beneath you. Notice how the body is connected and held and supported. Notice if you have any resistance or if anything comes up for you here. Seeing if you can invite your mind to stay present in this moment with this breath. Taking 2 more rounds of breath here. And then to slowly start to come out of the pose, really mindfully, slowly. If the hands are above the head, you can release them all the way back down again. And you can slowly start to walk the feet back towards the body. And using your inhale, or Penny, use your exhale to lift those hips up away from the support and slowly remove them from beneath you, allowing the spine to find that connection once more with the mat. And just pausing here again, option to walk the feet wide and bring the knees to touch. Again, just noticing any sensations in the body. Inhaling here, exhaling here. And slowly start to walk the feet back in line with the hips, preparing to come into reclined pigeon. So again, using this transition to be part of the practice, being really mindful and slowly, perhaps of the left foot. As you inhale, lifts towards the body and crosses over the right leg. The left knee draws away from the body here. And again, you are in control of how deep you go in this pose. Maybe that right foot stretches away from the body, or for a deeper stretch, the foot can come close to the body. Or even deeper still, option to lift that foot off the mat, the right foot off the mat. So perhaps you can find the clasp behind the thigh with your hand, or even on top of the shin if it's in your practice. Or you can thread a strap behind your thigh here and allow the elbows to rest onto the mat. Or you can even use a wall or a sofa for this right foot to stay supported here, remembering that we're going to be here for a few minutes. So just slowly, mindfully making any adjustments so that you can find that softness and that release rather than holding on with tension. And once you've found your sweet spot again, maybe the eyes close back down. Just soften through the shoulders, through the jaw, through the face. Feel the weight of the body grounding down on the exhale. Tuning in to any sensations. Inviting the breath there. Inviting that softness. Steady breath. And if you can settle into stillness, being aware of the desire to move, to adjust, just noticing, breathing. Softening here for 2 more breaths. And if you have the leg lifted as you exhale, slowly start to drop that right foot back down to the mat. An option to find a little twist here. We can take the arms out wide, and as you exhale, allow the left foot to fall over to the right side. So either you can come all the way down to the mat, or you can take your pillows or your bolster underneath that right knee and underneath that left foot here to find some support. Maybe you take those arms out nice and wide, or maybe that cactus here with the bend in the elbows. Maybe you take the gaze over that left shoulder. And remembering to find that sweet spot. We're not pushing for our maximum flexibility here. Preparing to slow back down into stillness. Remembering that we use the pose to get into the body, not the body to get into the pose. And just being aware of those sensations in the body. Being aware of the thoughts in the mind. Noticing with curiosity. Seeing what is present here. Two more deep breaths here. As we prepare to find movement in the body again, seeing if you can stay with that intention of moving slowly, being mindful as you allow the knees to come back up through center. Releasing gently that left foot from the right. And again, just pausing with both feet on the mat here with a bend in the knees. Sense that release in the body. Sense the weight. And slowly, gently, mindfully bringing that right foot over the left leg. And taking those adjustments that you need, maybe walking the foot closer or further from the body. Or maybe playing with the inhale to lift that leg. Maybe you find a strap underneath the thigh. Or rest that left foot against the pillow or a sofa or a wall. Finding that sweet spot. Meeting your edge. So settle back down into stillness. Being aware of the differences from the left and the right side of the body. Softening through the shoulders. Maybe allowing the teeth to part and the tongue to rest on the roof of the mouth. Connecting with this sense of heaviness and weight, of gravity, releasing any tension in the hips, being grounded, being stable. Taking 2 more breaths here. And slowly and mindfully, gently releasing that leg down to the mat. An option to take a pillow or a bolster onto the left side. As you exhale, you can drop the knee, the foot onto some support or come all the way down to the mat. Maybe the arms are wide as you gaze over that right shoulder. Finding those adjustments to allow yourself to settle into complete comfort, complete stillness. Finding softness in the belly. Allowing the weight of the legs to be heavy. Sink down into that support. With every breath, finding softness in the body. Allowing you to enter a new level of relaxation, of release. Just to let go. Let go of whatever it is that you've been holding. You don't need it. Just let it go. Taking 2 more deep breaths here. And slowly and gently, in your own time, And start to bring the knees back through center. And release that right foot all the way down to the mat. Finding those wiggles, those movements, those adjustments that you need. And maybe drawing the knees in towards the chest. And you can stay with stillness, or again, find that release, find the wiggles, find the movement. Being aware of what the body is asking for here. And when you're ready, we can set up for our final resting pose, either in full Savasana, or maybe you'd like to take a supported Savasana here. So option to bring any blankets underneath the knees. If you come up to a seat, go slowly. You might like to take a blanket underneath the head. And I invite you to use some blankets over the body as the temperature will drop through our practice of Yoga Nidra. So just take a few moments now to get really comfortable, to get settled. You might even like to dim the lights or turn them off, or cover your eyes with an eye pillow, or a scarf, or a blanket. So just use this time now to get completely comfortable. Taking any last wiggles or adjustments as we begin to settle back into our stillness. Allowing those shoulders to melt down away from the ears. Checking that your neck is comfortable. Feeling for any last lumps or bumps of clothes or jewelry. Noticing anything that might draw your attention away. Just adjusting mindfully. As you scan your whole body, checking that you are as comfortable as can be. That there's nothing calling your attention. Nothing that might draw your attention away from this practice of Yoga Nidra. As you take a deep breath in through the nose and a long breath out. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, feel yourself settle and let go. Now is the time to make any final adjustments you need so that you are completely comfortable and can surrender all doing. Knowing that you can move whenever you need to. Make yourself comfortable now. If you have no desire to move, you can switch from doing to being. And as you begin to feel the stillness, rest into that stillness. Become aware of any distant sounds. Allow your sense of hearing to extend out, receiving all sounds effortlessly without analysis. Simply receiving with effortless awareness. Now bring your hearing into the room, receiving any sounds within the room around you. Now listen for the soft sound of your own body breathing. Feel the body resting. Be aware of your body breathing. Your body breathing itself. Nothing to do. No need for concentration. Just effortless awareness. Say to yourself mentally, I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. I will remain awake and aware. The practice of Yoga Nidra has now begun. With a focus on shifting into the autumn season. Know that autumn is arriving. Feel that autumn is arriving. Notice the trees are releasing their leaves in one final gorgeous grand finale. And give yourself permission to let go too. Make way for whatever new beauty is waiting in the wings. Picture yourself effortlessly following this autumn rhythm of nature, letting go of anything you no longer need with grace and beauty. Saying goodbye to old mindsets or habits, letting go of your busy schedule, making way for some well-earned downtime without any guilt. Letting go. Know that it's perfectly natural to let go right now. Embracing the joy of letting go, the freedom, the lightness, the cleared slate, ready for you to create your next masterpiece. Picture yourself letting go. What will you release? A thought, a feeling, a habit, an activity, not thinking, just feeling into it. What would you like to release? What spontaneously comes to mind first? Picture yourself after it's been released. Feel the lightness of that release. Setting your autumn intention. Say to yourself mentally now, I shift beautifully into the season of letting go. I shift beautifully into the season of letting go. I shift beautifully into the season of letting go. Now taking a trip through the body, witnessing with curiosity and effortless awareness. Allow the mind from hop from one body part to the next. No need to think, just awareness. Awareness of any sensations, thoughts, feelings that might arise without attachment. Simply noticing and moving freely on. Bring your awareness to the point between the eyebrows, the hollow of the throat, the right shoulder, the right elbow, effortlessly traveling deep down in the body, down to the middle of the right wrist, the right thumb, the tip of the index finger, the tip of the middle finger, the tip of the ring finger, the tip of the little finger. Back up to the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, the hollow of the throat. Sweeping awareness over to the left shoulder, down to the left elbow, deep in the body, effortless. The middle of the left wrist, left thumb, tip of the index finger, the tip of the middle finger, the tip of the ring finger, the tip of the little finger. Back up to the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, the hollow of the throat, the heart center, the right side of the chest, the heart center, the left side of the chest, the heart center, the navel center, the tip of the tailbone, the right hip joint, the right knee joint, the ankle joint, the right big toe, tip of the second toe, tip of the third toe, fourth toe, baby toe. Back up to the right ankle joint, knee joint, hip joint, the tip of the tailbone. Sweeping awareness to the left hip joint, the left knee joint, the left ankle, the left big toe, the tip of the second toe, third toe, fourth toe, baby toe. Back up to the left ankle, the knee joint, the left hip joint, the tip of the tailbone, navel center, heart center, hollow of the throat, the eyebrow center, the eyebrow center, the eyebrow center. Now become aware of the chest. Notice the body breathing itself. Chest gently rises and falls with each breath. Nothing for you to do. Simply witness. Bringing the awareness to the nostrils. Move the awareness to the right nostril. Feel that with each breath coming in through the right nostril, heat is created in the body. Each breath coming in the right nostril, heat is created in the body. Move awareness to the left nostril. Feel that with each breath coming in the left nostril, cooling is created in the body. Each breath coming in through the left nostril, cooling is created in the body. Now bring the awareness to both nostrils and feel the balance of the two streams of breath coming in, right and left, heating and cooling, balanced temperature. Take a few deep breaths now, fully awake and aware, feeling a balance of heat and cooling in the body. Now begin to manifest sensation in the body. Start by feeling the sensation of a crisp autumn breeze blowing across your whole body. Feel the cool air blowing from the tips of your toes to the top of your head, and from the top of the head to your tips of your toes. Feel the cool air turning colder. Feel your whole body naturally contracting, pulling in from the cold. Deep in until your body shivers. Cold permeating your skin, tissues, deep in your bones. Goosebumps across your body, shivering. Notice the breath in your left nostril. Feel cold air flowing in with each inhalation. Feel the contraction in the nostril and the cooling sensation. With each breath in through the left nostril, your body becomes colder and colder. Goosebumps, shivering. Feel cold in all parts of the body. Cold in the arms, cold legs, cold torso, head. Feel the cold on your face, cheeks, tips of your nose, forehead, ears. Cold at your temples, up along the back of your neck, shivering. Cold at the top of your head. Cold shivering throughout the whole body. Now let go of the sensation of cold. Completely let it go. Let go of the sensation of cold throughout the body. Notice that you can release the sensation of cold from the body anytime you need. Now manifesting the sensation of heat in the body. Feel the heat arising in the whole body. Bring awareness to the navel center. This is your chakra or energy center where you can create heat and radiate it throughout the body. Feel the navel center like a blazing fire, intensely hot core of the sun. Feel the incredible heat radiating out, creating warmth for your whole body, right out to the tips of your fingers and toes, heat flowing out like lava, permeating your whole body. Feel heat deep in your bones, radiating out, expanding in all directions, to the muscles, to the skin, the arms and the legs, the tips of the toes and the fingers, the face, the ears, the top of the head. Abundance of heat throughout the whole body. So much heat it spills out, even heating the air surrounding your body. A wave of heat. Feel heat in every pore of your body. So much heat, sweat is escaping from your pores. Feel your whole body breaking out in a sweat. Armpit sweating, forehead sweating, eyelids sweating, palms sweating, the soles of the feet hot and sweating. Heat throughout the entire body. Notice the breath in your right nostril. With each exhalation, notice the expansion of the right nostril and the sensation of heat flowing out of the nostril. With each breath through the right nostril, develop the feeling of heat. Each inhale and exhale through the right nostril, intensify the feeling of heat throughout the whole body. So much heat is radiating out hot, sweating. Now let go of the sensation of heat. Completely let it go. Let go of the sensation of heat throughout the whole body. Notice you have the power to manifest or let go heat in the body anytime you need. Take a moment now to rest in the awareness of your power. You have the power to manifest or let go of any temperatures anytime you like. Now we're opening the doors of intuitive knowing, always available to you, effortlessly. A series of symbols will be named. Images, thoughts, or feelings might arise. Continue to be the witness. Be effortless. Simply watching with detached awareness. Nothing to do. A pen and a notebook. A pen and a notebook. A pen and a notebook. Sunrise. 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 Red apples. Red apples. Red apples. A beach towel. A beach towel. A beach towel. A stack of papers. a stack of papers, a stack of papers, vegetable garden, vegetable garden, vegetable garden, snowy mountains, snowy mountains, snowy mountains, a fluffy blanket, a fluffy blanket, a fluffy blanket, sunshine through the trees, sunshine through the trees, sunshine through the trees. Now is the perfect time to repeat your autumn intention. If you repeat it with feeling and awareness, it cannot fail. Say to yourself mentally, I shift beautifully into the season of letting go. I shift beautifully into the season of letting go. I shift beautifully into the season of letting go. Know that your intention has been received deep in your being and is already manifesting. Take a moment to feel the peace of this intention manifesting. Become aware of your breath, your body resting, breathing itself. Hear the sound of your body breathing. Feel the sensation of your body breathing. Externalizing your awareness. Become aware of the room that you are in, the floor, the walls, the ceiling. Listen for any sounds within your room. Know that the practice of Yoga Nidra is coming to an end. Develop awareness of your body and the place that you are in. Feel your awareness coming back into the body. Yoga Nidra is now complete. Again, gentle movements in the body. Wiggle your fingers or your toes. Making any gentle movements in the body that feel good. Inviting any bigger movements into the body. your feet, your hands, your arms. Use any body parts that are calling to you. When you're ready, release any support from beneath you and gently roll onto one side. Take a few breaths here, integrating your Yoga Nidra experience into your everyday experience. Keeping your eyes closed, taking your time. There's no rush. Gently making your way back to a comfortable seat. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Bringing your hands together at the heart space and bowing the head. And saying to yourself mentally one more time, I shift beautifully into the season of letting go. Namaste.